Hi Titans! Today I'm going to show you the page formula fields in Titan Web. So in your Titan Web Builder, you can go to Pages, click on the three dots for any of the pages you want to add a formula field to, and then go to Configure Actions. Now here at the bottom you can see the formula fields that we have, and by putting them on the page level, these formula fields will only be active when the user is on that page. So it cannot be accessed or mapped when the user is not on that page. This is what these three will do. So numeric is for a standard calculated field where you can just use different fields in your experience, and you can add or subtract or do other mathematical configurations to get a new value and not display that necessarily for users unless you were to map it to a field or element in your project. So you can do the math here, and then you can choose to have it mapped to a field to display to your end users. Similarly, a string formula field is not for mathematical equations, but for a concatenation of text, numbers, or fields that you have. So you can use fields that you already have and then combine that with text or other fields to create a new value. And again, you can choose to map that to a displayed field or element in your web experience. And then custom JS here is if you wanted to configure your own JS script so that you can come up with a new value that maybe you weren't able to define using numeric or string formula fields. So that is how it's done, and let me just go ahead and do like a basic one to show you that we cannot have these values on different pages. So I've defined the numeric, and then for the string I'm just going to use first name and last name, and I'm going to call this full name. And then under custom JS, I can call it JS, and then it's saying let A equal 5, so we return A. Let's try A plus A. I'm not a big JavaScript person, I don't really know much, but let's see if this gives us 10 or if I'm just really bad at coding. Let's save and preview. And we have our debug mode on. Let me fill out my first name. Gary Page will be the name. And then if we go to debug, we can see our full name is Gary Page. The number field is 8, so we did 5 plus 8. And then the JavaScript is 10. So yay, I did my first code. Alright, and then if we were to go to page 2, we can see that we do not have access to those fields, and therefore we cannot use them unless we're on page 1, or if we were to pass the value to a new variable on page 2. So that is how it is done, how you use formula fields on the page level. Thank you for watching, and I hope this helped.